Does it help to have someone to talk to?
Joker has a problem with black women.
What? What?
The black woman he wants, the black woman who has the nerve to tell a strange man to leave her son alone.
Okay, the black mother isn't even presented as a bad person. She just leaves Arthur alone after seeing the context of his condition. And how does the black girlfriend prove that Joker has a problem with black women?
And not one, but two black women who appear to be social workers or doctors, but either way, just don't get it.
Or Arthur is deflecting blame because it's easier to blame his problems on society as opposed to accepting any fault.
This is the last time we'll be meeting.
You don't listen, do you?
This is a bad example. She does listen in the scene. She was only trying to communicate to Arthur that they're going to lose funding. Arthur only claims she doesn't listen in response to her saying she has some bad news after Arthur says he no longer feels invisible. She brings up the fact that people like them aren't being cared for in order to set Arthur back to reality.
And don't forget the teenagers, definitely not Caucasian.
Arthur literally gets bullied on the train, and that's what causes him to lash out violently for the first time. And all these bullies are literally white men.
You fucking crackers are some of the worst fucking people on God's green earth. If you are white right now and you're poor, you deserve to be poor. If you are white right now and you're going through shit, you caused it. You did it. You got no one else. You fucking did it.
Who assault Joaquin Phoenix's character, Arthur Fleck, for no reason.
Goodbye, sir. I will not even dignify that argument with a response.
You see, Arthur is a victim. He's the straight white guy telling women to smile more, or better yet, to laugh at his jokes.
Why are you reading this closely into the races of the characters? And the movie isn't even saying that Arthur is just a victim. It's that he turned to madness and used his victimhood as a justification for it. He's not innocent.
You have to wonder whether the movie is satirizing white dude victims all over the country.
What are you even saying?
The incels who can't get anyone to love them. Except that Joker is also the hero of a working class uprising.
He's not presented as a hero, and anybody who's seen the movie and understood it on a basic level would know this.
And even says explicitly at one point that he's not political. But Joker the movie is very political, and that's what makes it a real mess.
Joker, the character, is not acting on a political agenda, but Joker, the movie, touches on political subjects. This is a very easy distinction to grasp.
Director Todd Phillips is being praised for making a realistic movie, and even said he wanted to make a real movie disguised as a comic book movie.
Let's see where this person goes with this one.
But any real person inspired to real violence by this real loser is themselves a real loser.
Okay, the movie isn't inspiring violence at all, so I don't know what the point of that comment was.
Who can't tell that the movie itself doesn't know what the hell Arthur Fleck is,
The movie has a very clear picture of who Arthur Fleck is.
other than the movie's supreme confidence that he, this poor white male victim, has something important to say about modern times.
Arthur isn't just a victim who has something important to say. It's made very clear that Arthur's doing this all for his own personal vendetta. The movie is about how people like Arthur can be shaped by how society treats them.
And by the way, we literally see the real movie Modern Times in one scene. That's how on the red nose this movie is. There's a very simple cure for whatever made-up mental and emotional problems Arthur Fleck has.
Made up mental and emotional problems? What's made up about it?
And it's caring about other people in some way other than wanting their laughter, adoration, or other narcissistic gratification.
That's not a cure, that's just pointing out a problem.
And it's not just Joker who's angry all these black people won't laugh at his unfunny comedy.
Oh my fucking god. Why do you keep saying it's about black people?
Director Phillips said he made Joker because he can't make hilarious comedies like The Hangover anymore because woke culture doesn't like it when he punches down.
What does this have to do with complaining about black people not finding the Joker funny? I can't believe that sentence just left my mouth.
So instead of punching up for once, he decided to make a quote-unquote real movie. Disguised as a comic book movie, but actually realistic, like capital A art.
Goodbye, sir. I will not even dignify that argument with a response.
Real white dudes don't have Arthur's BS reasons to resent black women.
What are you talking about?
Going off your meds doesn't really make you suddenly capable of carrying out complicated plans.
The movie never said that?
Mentally ill people don't really do this more than other people do.
The movie never said that either.
No one does this. In 3 decades of urban decay in America, at no point did a lone killer inspire a movement of widespread working-class violent uprising.
Wow, it's almost like it's a fictional story.
Real grown-ups don't really get physically assaulted without provocation at the rate Arthur Fleck does.
You don't think bullying can take place unprovoked, especially in a crime-ridden city like Gotham? Really?
Suffering 2 terrible, traumatic beatings in the space of only a few days.
That can happen if you live in a bad enough neighborhood.
Real teenagers generally don't randomly attack grown white men on busy streets in broad daylight.
But they can. You admit this when you have to use the word generally as opposed to terms like never.
Real people may suffer some of the tragedies that befall Arthur Fleck, but not all of them.
But the fact of the matter is that they can if put into Arthur's situation.
This is not the real world, and it's not realistic.
Fictional stories being realistic doesn't depend on if the exact events in the story happened in real life. They are realistic if they can happen in real life.
In fact, the relentlessly dark, hopeless, filthy, uncaring world in which Joker is justified for leading this politically scrambled, incoherent movement is only real in bad comic books.
Your claims regarding the movie's events and messaging are only real in bad faith interpretations. I feel like so much of this video speaks for itself, but I thought it'd be hilarious to respond anyway. Be sure to comment below any other videos you want me to respond to, or what media you want me to cover. That's all for now. Goodbye.